Hey all, welcome back to Ocarina of Time. It's a new year. This is Adrian.
This is Roxy.
And this is Ambi.
Well, I mean, it's been since like Halloween or so we did the thing, so a little bit of time. Figured I had to say something about it. So, we're going to get to the water temple. First off, we're going to go ahead and get this set up properly now that I fixed the music.
Aren't you the fairy buddy? Buddy. I can't say the word buddy unless it's like buddy.
Buddy.
I don't even know where I got that from. I just know
It sounds familiar.
Buddy.
I can't place it either. What is that from?
I don't know, buddy.
This is what happens when it actually works. So this is actually really helpful, because what this does, there's certain places, I think they're all in dungeons, there might be a couple in the overworld, but when you play the Scarecrow song and you're near one of those places, he'll pop out and serve as a hookshot spot to get you somewhere you wouldn't be able to get to otherwise.
Yep.
It's usually for getting, like, secret items in dungeons and whatnot.
And I think if I remember correctly, you can usually get a hint for it if Navi just flies over to a random patch and she turns green.
Yep. So, we did, I think I cut this out of the video, but I did already hit the hookshot thing to trigger this. What happens here for the audience, if you haven't already seen Ocarina of Time, is you float down to the bottom, or I guess sink down to the bottom, not float. With the iron boots, you use the hookshot to pull out that thing, and that opens the door to the water temple.
Nice. Nice.
So now let's head into this.
So is this a temple that's the worst temple?
Yeah.
This
Or
is
which one's...
this is the one that everyone hates, because there's a lot of backtracking, and there's a couple puzzles that it's really easy to not even realize exist.
Ah, I see.
Plus, there's a lot of water, too. As is obvious, but maneuvering around in water isn't the best, especially in the original Nintendo 64 version.
Oh yeah.
Because
It's a very rare game. It's a very rare game that manages to make like transitioning into and out of water seamless.
The trouble for this one is the iron boots, because a lot of this involves switching between swimming and sinking, and you have to go into the menu every time and flip your boots here to do that. They made that a little bit better in later versions. They made it so it's an actual C item instead of going into the menu for it, but it gets really annoying really quick. So, let's go ahead and see what we can do. There's not a lot that's obvious yet, but let's see this door down here. I'm going to warn both of you in advance, there's probably going to be quite a bit that we'll end up cutting out of this recording. Just because all the backtracking.
There's a lot that you have to remember how to do, yeah.
Yep. I've got my stuff pulled up just in case. I mean, honestly, right now I'm not even sure if it's the right spot. It is not. So we're off to a good start right from the start.
I think the water temple, the first time I ever did it, I did it on my own, and it was not fun. But every time I've tried to do it afterwards, I will pull out a guide, I will admit, just so it goes faster, because fuck it.
Yep. I think I might have gone the wrong way already. I guess while I'm down here, I can show off these guys.
Hey, these guys.
They look like just normal rocks, but when you get close enough...
Well, Well,
I don't mind them actually.
they're pretty cool.
Yeah,
pretty
they're
cool.
neat. They're just annoying to deal with, especially because you don't have a lot of weapon options underwater. Oh, the turning radius on the iron boots I forgot about. So I'm going to show you something, Abby. So I'm just going to go straight ahead, and this is when I'm hitting left as hard as I can, which you'll see once it pops up. But
My
yeah,
God,
this is me
that's
going
great.
full-on turn. It's you don't have nearly the maneuverability as you do on land. Which is just another little annoyance in this place. I think, Roxy, this is the only place where you actually have to heavily use the iron boots, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
might be
because
like...
I think it's the only game, really. Like, the first game where they're like, this is the only place we have where you can use the iron boots. But
Yeah.
I think in other games, they're like, you know what? This is an item that was annoying to get, so why don't we play around with it?
Yep. So I'm not sure why I came back here, but... Anyway, but yeah, even in Ocarina of Time, though, I think this is the only place where, like in dungeons, where you actually have to worry about them, as far as I remember. Okay, so that is obviously the wrong spot. That place needs a key, so that's not it. It's the entrance.
I like the little sound as he's moving underwater.
Yeah. The sound design, we talked about this a lot before, but I love it in Ocarina of Time. All the little environmental touches are really nice. Do they have it here? This... No. Okay. I know there's... I think it was Wind Waker they first did, where when you climbed out of water, you were actually covered in water, and you could fling it everywhere when you spun.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Not in this game, unfortunately, but... It's Princess Ruto.
It's her! It's my love!
Me, your fiance. Okay.
Yep. Young Link did not know what he was doing.
And Adult Link still doesn't have much of an idea.
I like that he just paused. He was just like, what?
See, this is what I was referencing in a past video. This is the one thing that they specifically reference Sheik is doing, and this alone is enough to make me think that he was just like keeping the entire kingdom safe while Link was asleep or in suspended animation or whatever. And I want to play that game.
Yeah. Legend of Sheik.
Yes.
Like, wow, Zelda actually does a lot behind the scenes that you did not know about.
Zelda?
Zelda?
Zelda's a lot behind the scenes. Sheik does a lot behind the scenes.
Wait, what? Fuck. Fuck! Did I just... Shit! Shit!
I mean, This has been in like every Smash Brothers game since the first one.
Oh, that's
and
true.
It's been
Okay,
in
God.
so much stuff.
Oh god.
This is not anything that anyone
You know
would be
what? Fuck
surprised
you.
on by this point.
You can really have me go in
Wait.
there.
Who? Who, Roxy?
Wait. You know what? It's been a long time since we've recorded. Okay.
we have the robot voice dubs for a reason.
Wait,
Yeah.
no. Actually, you have to cut that anyways. I think just in case, like, if someone is.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, fuck you guys. Fuck all of you guys. I blame Smash.
If it's in one of the most popular fighting game series that's out there, I don't think we can really worry about someone missing that spoiler. It's like the Darth Vader thing by this point. It's just kind of cultural knowledge.
Yeah, your cultural knowledge.
Thank you.
I'm Boo Boo the Fool. Link, save me.
I'm good at video games.
Thank fucking god the dungeon map is like the most useful thing. And the compass, I guess.
Yeah, in this one you really have to have both of them.
Yeah. It is not enough. The world is not enough.
Yeah. And this here is the main gimmick to this dungeon, Ambi, that is another reason why people really don't care for this
Play the
one.
royal song. Just a lot of mechanics all coming together.
Yep. They're like, hey, what have we not done in this game so far? Oh, okay, let's just put it all in one temple.
Yep. So you see what's happening now?
Like, Lord Jabu Jabu is a walk in the park compared to this.
Yep,
Lord Jabu Jabu was you walking around your living room compared to this.
Yep. There is water level changes in this as well, and certain things you literally can't do unless the water level is at the right spot. So this is the way you're supposed to do the puzzle. You could also do it just with Din's Fire, but I'm gonna do it the right way. Hopefully.
I always use Din's Fire, because fuck that. Once you got it, use it.
Here we've got these giant clam things, shell blades. They give you a moment to actually hurt them, and if you don't take that moment, they spin around and stab you with their spikes.
Dang. So rude. So rude.
Well, I mean, we are killing them, so I mean, they've got a little bit of reason to try to kill us back. And here's yet another reason, because you've seen so far how many locked doors we've already encountered. Thankfully, I don't think it's possible to actually get yourself in an unprogressible situation in this dungeon, but sometimes it really feels like it, especially if there's one particular key in one particularly hard-to-see spot that you miss every single time, and you think you've checked everywhere in the dungeon, and there's just no key left until you finally find it, and I'm pretty sure Roxy knows exactly which key I'm talking about, too.
Yeah. Just basically, this whole dungeon is a fuckfest.
Yeah. Which is
And
why
it's not.
I am.
It's just it's miserable. It's miserable.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get much better in other games. I think it's from like this point that they were like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it like that.
And I still haven't got to play Breath of the Wild.
Me either.
Same.
From everything I've heard, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'm actually kind of glad you haven't though, because at least without experiencing Ocarina of Time first.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, from what I understand, there's a lot of Ocarina of Time stuff in it. I know the Gerudo, which we haven't directly encountered yet, but which we've heard about, are pretty heavy in it.
Neat.
Have you played much yet, Roxy?
Of what?
Breath of the Wild. Have you gotten a chance to play it yet?
No, I don't have a Switch.
Ah,
Crazy. No, but it looks amazing. So
it really does.
I really would like to someday.
I also still need to get to Skyward Sword at some point.
I was really reluctant to play it when it came out, and then I just never got around to doing it.
Skyward Sword or Breath of the Wild?
Skyward Sword.
Hey, how many sculptures does that bring us up to?
Up to 60 now.
Nice.
Unfortunately, there's not a reward between 50 and 100. But
Dang,
thought
that's a long
counts.
dry stretch.
Yeah. But, I mean, we got all the important stuff from it, at least. It's one of those things where the final completionist reward is nice, but it's not really necessary.
But we'll be getting it, right?
Yep, we still will. This is a completionist run as much as I can manage.
As best as you can.
I have 100%ed Ocarina of Time before. It's
I
one of
remember
the
if I ever did.
one of the ones that I actually have done. Okay, now that we've got that sculpture. Let's see. Okay.
Can't remember how many games I've 100% completed. I think 100% completed Halo 3, maybe? Oh no, I didn't. I didn't do it I didn't do all of the missions on Legendary.
I don't know why
Me
I'm
and
laughing.
me and my brother were slowly getting through them. I think we did half of them.
Honestly, I wouldn't have seen you as a Halo player, Andy.
That's why I'm laughing. Yeah, I'm just like, what? What?
Oh, I did not actually play Halo 1 and 2. I only played Halo 3
You
because
know
I
what?
didn't have
I've
an
never
Xbox.
played the solo missions of any Halo game. I've always played just like versus, like with friends, because that was fun.
I didn't realize you played them either, Roxy.
You say it okay, but you say it as if like genuinely like yeah, that was the thing I did. I say this as in like once or twice when I've like a sister's boyfriend has visited
Oh,
something.
okay. I thought you meant like it was something you sat down and did, like, heavily.
No. He who
That's
is
a fun
without
play,
sin
definitely.
cast the first stone and such. So no.
I don't have anything against Halo, myself.
I do.
Oh.
Honestly, the Halo 3 campaign was real good.
Wow. Friendship ended.
Hey, you never played it. Can't judge.
I can. That's what I'm saying. Friendship ended. No, I'm just kidding.
Just noticed, by the way, that I came in here with 3 empty bottles, so hopefully that won't cause too much trouble.
I'm sure we can fill them on the way.
Oh, there's probably going to be some fairy spot here, yeah.
Yeah. Something.
See if I can actually do this from down here.
I also really like the sound the hookshot makes when you're underwater, and it's just like, meow.
Yeah.
Hey, you did it. Nice.
I can't remember if I actually want to be here, but had to try.
Can you put bombs down underwater?
You unfortunately cannot. I'm pretty sure the hook shot is the only item that you actually can use.
Oh, there
Underwater.
is, yeah, in this game.
You gotta
Haha.
get that underwater coating for your bombs.
Haha. No, I just remembered what game you can
Yep.
do certain things in. Haha.
It's Bomberman.
What Legend of Zelda game, you jerk?
Legend of Zelda Bomberman.
You keep to the brand.
Such rude
I-
clams.
Hey, they're not happy to be here either. They're also stuck in this Temple of Doom.
They're just locked in that cage. How did they even get there?
Yeah,
Poor things.
exactly. You gotta feel bad for them. They didn't decide this life. It was decided for them. Ganondorf put them here too.
Such a cruel man.
Also, I will say I don't understand why they picked this music for the water temple. Like, mystical-ish sounding. Because this is the kind of music I know exactly where I hear it in Majora's Mask.
Mhm.
So I'm just kind of like, why is it here?
This is being a thing. It's not even letting me untarget them.
Interesting.
It won't even let Idrin pay for his sins. Wow.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just gotta get far enough away.
Finally.
Yeah. Just slowly whittling down those clowns.
Making
Okay, I
clam
think I know
chowder
what I
out
need
of
to
them.
do.
Hey, I was pleased. That's all that matters.
Okay. One more try. This is gonna be the one.
This is it. The world
This
ends
is
with
it.
this one.
There.
Hey.
Woo!
I should have thought of doing that a lot sooner.
Oh, what happens if you drop bombs in the water? Do they just go
They
out?
fizzle out.
I think they just fizzle out, but let's try it.
Wow, you're gonna invest in his thought experiment, I see.
Why not?
Oh, there's Fizzlight.
I told you!
Always worth seeing it, though.
Sad to see.
It's nice animation.
It'd be nice if you could pick them up at the bottom.
It's not gonna let me do that. Oh well.
The game is unwilling to let you cheat it. I always love the sound it makes whenever whenever the timer's
The
running out.
timer's running out.
That clang sound.
Oh, the chickada chickada.
Oh, the timer sound. That's pretty nice too. Yep. All right. Now we've got some keys, so in a good enough position to. Oh, oops, this is the way to go. Anyway, we're in a good enough position to check into the central tower. Oh. But of course, you have to do it from the ground. That's another little thing, by the way. You can't actually use a hook shot when you're floating. You can only use it when you're actually in the water, standing on the ground. And here we've got another water level changing tile. Got a door for the second level here, and we keep going up and get up to the third level. So a Sculptula up here. I have to climb a little bit higher to get that, so I'm going to grab it before we do anything about water levels.
Mm-hmm.
I can't quite reach it. Get up to the top level. Maybe I can reach the Sculptula from here. Maybe? quite look like it. Well, something to remember for later. Instead, we will just jump back and mess with water levels. And Nambi, right here is the key that I was talking about. This is something that, honestly, the animation makes it a little bit obvious, slightly, but if you're not paying attention, you'll miss it. Because, did you see that there is a hole underneath that block that just floated up?
Not really.
Yep.
I'll be honest.
A lot of people don't. And there's a key down here, a small key. Now, it is possible to finish the dungeon without getting this if you're not getting everything out of the dungeon. But it's definitely a frustration if you are trying to get everything. You can't find this one key, and you just get yourself stuck.
So that's why this whole temple is basically just torture.
Yep. And this one's a little bit mean. Because, I mean, what you're probably going to do is just run up to the switch and hit it right there, and that just drops all these enemies on you.
So rude. So rude.
Be cautious about it. You just move so slowly with the iron boots.
Sometimes when I'm in the water temple, I contemplate, like, would it be easier if I just remove the iron boots so I could try to just swim everywhere?
That right now. There's an arrow spot. Here's where we want to go.
Handy dandy.
Yep. Okay. Now we're a little bit better off in terms of not getting lost here. So let's press on. Now there's this locked door that we skipped by before. Let's head this way. Not do that.
Whoa.
Huh.
Worrying.
What is that?
The Wii just
Sounds like a
froze.
crash. That sounds like a crash.
Yep, the Wii just froze.
Jesus.
God. Well, we had a little bit of brief technical difficulties just now when the Wii actually froze up, so let's see if we can keep that from happening again.
It scared like all of us.
And hey, didn't freeze. Good
Yeah.
news.
I
Had a
blame
little
the
bit of
tech.
replaying to do.
Yep, I definitely blame the tech.
Yep. Anyway, this gets us up to the highest level where we can bring the water back up to here.
Nice. Nice.
Not super nice though, because this is where this kind of maneuvering around is what you need to do every time you need to change the water level.
It's just really inconvenient, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
You start to really get tired of the lullaby.
Oh.
Oh no. Yeah. It's up here.
Thank God for the iron boots that you actually have traction to pull or push things.
Yeah. Small favors, I guess.
Yep.
I mean, the overall geometry of the water temple is honestly pretty neat, the way they were able to get this to all work out and fit together, but
You mean in the game, or do you mean just like overall?
just
Like
overall,
in,
like,
in the meta of the.
like in universe, but also the game designers.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah. Like, specifically, I'm thinking about the floating platform stuff that leads to different levels at different water levels, that kind of thing. There's another sculpture there, but we can't quite reach that right now either. So this is actually kind of a fun room. It's very tricky, but I like it. So you can kind of see the idea of what we're going to be needing to do here, I bet, Ambi. And wait. I'm missing. Looks like I'm missing a key.
Oh no.
I'm gonna blame the fact that I was saying nice things about the water temple.
You encouraged it.
You encouraged it, yeah, it had to snap back at you. It had to be like, haha, you fool.
Foolish peach.
I don't take kindly to your praise.
Foolish peach.
Alright, so it's through this room. Now that we're at half level, we can open up that cracked wall. You know, I think I know what the main problem was in the developers in putting together the Water Temple, though. They were too excited about the fact that they were doing 3D stuff now. they really loved the verticality, I think. And they just got too intense about it here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Puts bomb down, puts up shield.
Well, you gotta protect yourself. Now we can do this. I'm just gonna ignore those keys as best I can. I do still like this room, though.
I think it's very creative.
Nope, that was bad.
Oh no.
Got my timing wrong there. And now I'm gonna slowly sink to my doom.
Oh no, Adrian. But at least he just responded at the beginning of the room.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it from here. Almost got it. So I don't want to mess with those guys while I'm trying to do things. Okay, so we saw one of these statues before. These are floating statues. When the water level rises, they expose hookshot spots on themselves. So in this room, you have to kind of go up and down between coming them up so that you can use hookshot spots to get across, and lowering it again so that you can maneuver to another spot.
Seems kind of complicated.
A little bit. So, like, for example, this statue that's directly on the edge of the platform across, if we hookshot there, we would just fall into the water. It's right up against the edge. So we need to lower it again so that we can clamber over it and get around. Then raise the water again to get to the final spot. Hook shot across. Lower the water again. This is at the bottom, we climb on top of it, and we raise the water one more time so we can get to the exit.
What's up?
They've got a special guest on the other side of these spikes.
Oh, is it one of those shield eater boys?
Yep. Likes.
He's just finished
Those
feeling
rude,
himself.
rude boys. Those rude boys.
So jiggly. Oh, and here's a pretty nice looking room. I'm gonna wait here at the entrance a bit so you get a chance to see it before I press on.
Ooh, that is a nice looking room.
Yeah.
Dang.
Doesn't quite look
Very
like it should
open.
fit into the water temple, but
No, it kind of looks like it's outside.
yeah.
Have we exited the water temple somehow, or?
I don't know. What are your theories?
Am I?
Oh, fuck me.
I feel
Ambi.
like we probably exited. Robo voice 2.
Robo voice, yeah.
You might
Are
notice
you-
something, by the way.
Yeah.
We passed the tree. Did you see it, Ambi?
Unsure.
Take a close look.
Though this house kind of looks like a face. So.
A little bit. It's also sealed off, though. You know something at the bottom half of the screen?
It's reflected.
Kind of. There is a reflection.
But ours disappeared.
Huh. Oh, there's 2 of us on the minimap? Oh, shit. Shadow Link. You're not me.
Conquer yourself.
You're not me. You just stand on your sword? What an
Yep.
asshole. Why can't you do that?
Well, he's pretty well set up for our sword. Other weapons don't seem to be working. Let's go to our other melee weapon.
Bombs.
Well, I guess that can be a melee weapon.
Ah, yes, the hammer.
Did you just punch him into the floor?
I think technically, yes.
Yeah. He like falls into the floor.
You
and
just slammed
smack
him into
into
the floor.
Happy birthday to the ground.
The way Darkwing kind of bounces back into frame reminds me a lot of, what's her face? Melina from, Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
She does a similar kind of move.
you'll have to show me that later, Roxy.
Yeah.
You can notice that he gets more aggressive and more solid the more damage he takes, too. This isn't the first appearance of Dark Link, but it's the first prominent one, since he never showed up in Link to the Past. Don't think he was in Link's Awakening. The first appearance was in Adventure of Link, but that wasn't a very popular game.
Nice.
So it is possible to kill him with the sword, you just gotta be really good, and I'm not, as people have noticed by now, I'm sure. The Megaton Hammer...
Nonsense. Don't. You sell yourself short.
Yeah. The Megaton Hammer is maybe the best way to take care of him. I think you can get him with Deku Nuts. Let's try that. Nope, he just rolls through. And counterattacks. In fact, let's show that off too, because once he's in this phase, when he does the sword stand, he counterattacks before flipping away.
Dang.
Yep. So
I
Megaton
hate
Hammer...
that he can... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say, I hate that he can land on your sword. It would piss me the fuck off.
It's stylish. I like it. So Megaton Hammer is pretty good. Din's Fire also works pretty well. If I remember right, let's try. Oh. He actually defends against it, sort of. You can see him put a shield up. Oh, that's cool.
Neat.
Doesn't do a lot of damage, it seems like. So let's stick with the hammer to finish him off.
Conservative magic.
Oh! Oh! Wow. that's something I forgot he did.
Oh?
He starts defending against the hammer.
Oh, damn. Guess we did those things in the wrong order. Whoops.
Yep.
Bombs.
Oh, he seems to be immune to them. And also I'm dying pretty well, with nothing to protect myself against dying. Well, I've still got plenty of magic, so let's finish him off this way.
What about bomb trees, maybe? Rather
I think they're too tricky to control in the middle of this
Yeah. They go in a straight line, so... Oh, wow. Wow. He actually ran out of range of Din's fire.
Damn.
Oh, so many tactics. Oh.
Oh?
Okay. I'm kind of at a loss for what to do now.
Conquer yourself. That's
Yeah.
all the game will tell you.
Nope. Well, that's the first official game over in this Let's Play. So let's call this a break for this episode, and we'll come back next episode with an actual win.
Oh no.
Hey.
A little bit better prepared for it too. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone,
Yes.
and we'll see you next time.
Sorry,
See you next
guys.
time.
And nobody's perfect.